Hello. How's everybody doing? This is Willie Seals, aka Head Shepherd of P.O.G. Loving Ministry, for your 10 minutes of encouragement, uplifting. How we doing and what's going on? How's everybody doing? Who's hearing my voice? I hope everyone around the world is having a wonderful day and keeping your peace and your calm. Today, I want to talk to you about talking about things, talking about your situation, talking about your problems, just talking in general, all over communicate with one another to let each other know what's going on in the world, what's going on in your life. Because a lot of us, we don't seem to communicate well. We don't seem to verbally, we text, but we never verbally have conversation with each other anymore. This is just to clarify what we're saying and what we're meaning, because you leave a lot of stuff up in the air where you don't communicate properly. How, when, what, and why. Because you should want to communicate to your spouse, to your family, to your friends, for whatever reason, whatever's going on, what you're doing. Because a lot of us, we're so selfish and inconsiderate. We up and go and don't even communicate to anyone where we're going, where we've been, or where anything. And if something should happen, no one would know where you at. No one would know who you's with. All we know, they're gone. And that's how so many children come up missing, and they can't be found because they didn't communicate to their parents or to their caregivers or to their friends, where they were, where they went, who they was with, you know. And it's so hard to trace, track, or find someone when you don't know any information. Not only in that situation, but anything may happen in life. You may just want to communicate. I mean, why are we so secretive all of a sudden? We become people of secretive, like we live in a cage or under the ground. You know, we all live in glass houses, regardless if you tell someone about yourself or don't tell someone about yourself. It's not going to be hard to figure out who you really are, because eventually what you do in the dark does come to the light. So while the secretive, I don't know. But it shouldn't be like that. And a lot of marriages will not end up in divorce if the spouse will communicate to one another and tell one another about what's going on with the children, with the finance, with the neighbors. That's a good form of communication. Because when you keep a good line of communication open with each other, a good rapport, it clears up all the cobwebs, all the misunderstandings. So it won't leave someone guessing. Because when it leaves a person guessing, they don't know what you're at or what you're doing. And all of a sudden, their mind begin to be distorted by the enemy, and he gets inside of your head and make you start thinking all certain things, and they may not be accurate. It's just what the enemy does. He leaves you in confusion. So if we're going to clear up this confusion, have a line of communication open, so there won't be any confusion, and the enemy has no chance to get inside of your mind and to keep you all upset and angry because we're not talking to one another. There's so much going on in society today. So there's so much going on that a lot of us, we're aware of what's happening in society, but yet we're not talking, we're not telling. Why? I don't know. We feel like we know something that you don't know. So yes, tell people, if a storm is coming, hey, the storm is coming, prepare yourself. Get ready for this. Get ready. Be prepared, Do what you need to do. But we hear it, we know the news. We're the star people, the star childs, the light. But we're not sharing that information with others. We as spiritual beings, you're able to sense things, to know things, because the spiritual universal God, He's connected to you, and you're able to feel or to predict stuff that normal spiritual beings or people don't. So if you're one of those people, make sure you communicate to them. You know, if they don't listen, dust the dust off your shoes and keep on walking. You did what you're supposed to do. You spread the word. And once you spread the word, your job is done. So, but anyways, can we all come in agreement and try to keep lines of communication, of talking with one another again, and get off these mobile units and just texting in the home, at the dinner table, in the family room. You know, you guys can't put a good sentence together. Oh my God, K. All these abbreviations. Can we spell anymore? And you wonder why the kids are not getting good grades in the school in English anymore. Let's be people that communicate, that have good conversation, have good vibration, and start to sharing with each other again. I mean, how's your day? How's the weather? You know, how about them bulls? You know, whatever. Yes, let's talk about anything, and don't keep your feelings inside. You know, if something's bothering you, talk about it. Because the more you keep it inside of you, you're gonna get depressed, anxiety, upset, mad, and it's not gonna make you feel any better. It's gonna make you feel worse. So sit down with your friends, your family, your uncle, your aunt, your cousins. Just share how you feel. They may be able to help you out and tell you something that you can do to uplift yourself, make yourself feel better about yourself. So talk to people. Let them know what's going on with you. We do care. We're spiritual beings. We are loving, caring, and sharing for one another. That's what true spiritual people do. They care for each other. They listen to one another. They appreciate. They're grateful. They're thankful. That's the kind of people you need to be around. That's the kind of people you need to be. And we all on the same accord and keep this line of communication open with one another, the enemy will have no chance to trick us and deceive us like he has. Because we are so quick to fall for the okie doke. Well, that's what they said on the news. Well, I saw it on Facebook, social media. You know, it must be true. The enemy is the master manipulator. He rules the airwave. That's where his domain is, to keep you in confusion. Whatever, you can't put some God in it somewhere there's no truth in it. Because if there's no love, no compassion, no empathy in whatever situation or whatever thing you hear about in life, and supposed to be helping you and good for you, and you buy into it, you've been fooled. Because the Heavenly Father is a loving Father, a caring Father, a helping Father, a compassionate Father. And we have to know the signs when He's doing what He needs to do to make humanity a better place. And when you see the signs and you know the signs, share the signs with others. Speak to them. Tell them, this is the way to the light, to have everlasting life, of abundancy, of healing, of understanding, of compassion. So all of my spiritual beings, humans, let's start talking to one another and have some great conversation. So on that note, I am Willie Seals, aka Head Shepherd. Get the book, Spirit of Life. so I can help you and you can help me. Thanks for listening, and let's talk about it. Have a great day.